Manchester by the Sea, directed by Kenneth Lonergan, starring Casey Affleck as Lee Chandler. He is a handyman slash janitor. He also works on a fishing boat with his brother Joe Chandler, played by Kyle Chandler. Lee finds out that his brother dies, so he's got to deal with the loss of his brother. He has to figure out whether or not he's going to be getting custody of his nephew Patrick, played by Lucas Hedges. Lee is also going through problems with his marriage to Randy, played by Michelle Williams. And that's pretty much the movie. Now, I really wanted to see this movie because Casey Affleck is a terrific actor, and I wanted to see if he could get a Best Actor nomination for this film. I've been hearing great things about this. And he is excellent in this movie. This was one of his best performances, and I do think he could get Best Actor for this movie. He is that good. Kyle Chandler is pretty good in the movie as Joe, even though he's not in the movie that much since his character dies. And Michelle Williams is really good in the film as Randy. I think she could get a Best Supporting Actress nomination. She was that good in this film. Tate Donovan shows up as a hockey coach in a very small role. He was pretty good. You got Cara Haywood, the girl from Moonrise Kingdom. She was really good in this movie. And Matthew Broderick is in this film too. Lucas Hedges, who plays the main boy in this film, is great. I really did like him. I really liked that this movie felt like it was filmed in Massachusetts, and how the coastal area of Massachusetts really looks in this film. When they're in the boat, the ocean really feels so real. I almost feel like I could actually smell the ocean watching this movie. And the movie was just really good, and the characters were done so darn well. So let's talk about the negatives of this film. And the main negative of this film is some of the details of this movie were a bit confusing, the details within the story of the film. I did have a little hard time following the story, but as things progress, I was able to understand what was going on in the movie, and it became a little bit less confusing, so I did like that it wasn't entirely confusing to me. And that's pretty much it. This movie is really good. And the only other thing is that I don't think I could really rewatch this film because it is a very sad film since it deals with loss in the family. So I think if I were to rewatch this film over and over again, I would probably get very depressed. But I do think people should check this movie out because Casey Affleck, Michelle Williams, and Lucas Hedges are really great in this film, and so are some of the other actors in this movie. So I'm going to give this movie an A-. It is really that good. Check out Manchester by the Sea.